We're going to talk about the 5 types of buyers and how you can appeal to them when you're selling your home. The first one is probably the one that you hear about all the time. That's the first time home buyer. They're looking for affordability. They're looking for simplicity. They're looking for a good value. So how do you appeal to that type of buyer? You want to have a home that has had maintenance items taken care of so that they're not thinking about having to pay for some of these items in the nearby future. You might offer a home warranty on your house. Your agent's going to advertise that it's a move-in ready home because that's what a first-time home buyer wants. They're not going to have the funds to make repairs or cosmetic updates to the house. So that's your first type, is a first-time home buyer. Your second type is an upgrade buyer. Those are people who are looking to buy a larger, maybe a more luxurious home than the one they live in now. How do you appeal to that buyer? You're going to showcase your high-end features in the home. You're going to talk about having a spacious layout, and you're going to talk about any neighborhood benefits that you may have, any amenities. Does your community have a swimming pool? Do you have lake access? Do you have a tennis court? Anything like that that makes people feel like they're buying into a better neighborhood. Your third type of buyer is a downsizers, complete opposite from the upsize buyer. They are going to oftentimes be older adults, retirees, the empty nesters. They're looking for a smaller, more manageable living space, typically a one-level home, little to no yard maintenance needed. So how are you going to appeal to them? You're going to talk about low maintenance features. You're going to talk about any accessibility that you have. Maybe there is a handicap ramp to the front door. Maybe it is that one level living to where you come in through the garage, you don't have to take any steps. You're going to talk about the quiet community attributes. We don't really have a whole lot of 55 and over communities here in Morristown, but you do have certain neighborhoods where it seems to have an older generation, and they typically are a little more quiet than your family subdivisions. Number 4 type of buyer is an investment buyer. So these are people who are just interested in the home for its investment potential, the rental potential, or the resale value. They're going to fix it and flip it. How do you appeal to them? You provide data on market rentals in the area. You're going to talk about community growth, and you're going to talk about potential appreciation of that home. So typically when you go to list your house, you're going to know if your home is rental potential or fix and flip potential. If it's a move-in ready home, you're going to appeal to the other types of buyers. When your home needs work done to it, or maybe it just needs painting, there's certain things that need to be done in the house that you don't have the money or the willingness to do, then you're probably looking more for an investor buyer, somebody who don't care about the actual appearance of the home as much as they do the brick and mortar of it and how much money they can make by putting someone in that house. Last type of buyer is a relocation buyer. These are people who are moving to the area from another city, from another state, maybe for work, maybe for family, maybe for retirement, whatever the case may be. They are relocating here to East Tennessee. How do you appeal to them? You're going to highlight the convenience to major employers, any transportation that is available. You're going to talk about local amenities such as schools, parks. A lot of times, if we're knowing that a property is probably going to appeal to a retiree, then we are talking about the proximity to the airport. We're talking about the proximity to the lake. We're talking about the proximity to the Great Smoky Mountains and to Asheville. East Tennessee is such a great area because in a one-day drive, you can go to so many different parts of our country. If we know that we're going to be attracting a relocation buyer, there's certain characteristics that we're going to throw in the description to try and attract that buyer and make the house stand out to them. How do we make houses stand out to these different types of buyers? Make sure that you're hiring an agent who understands the different types of buyers, is able to identify which type of buyer is probably going to purchase your home, and then make a marketing campaign built around those features. If you're looking for an agent who can help you appeal to whatever buyer is going to most likely buy your house, give me a call. Let's have a talk.